All right, here we are. Well, I should be live. We'll see if people stop by soon. Oh, there we go. Hey, Maxon. Fishy Bear, how are you doing? This can go... all this can close. Be closed. Save changes now. And then we will go to... graphics. Full screen. Bro, carry my EU ass if you get me from... Dude, I don't really... Feels bad, man. Merry Christmas. Hey, Spam. Hey, Ryan. Merry Christmas. Thanks, everyone. Streaming on Christmas Eve. What the fuck? Well, I just had supper with my family, so... What are you doing on Christmas Eve? Watching streams on Christmas Eve, Brandon? Oh, you said for the win, not what the fuck. Oh, Merry Christmas, Bert. Fuck this PC bullshit? What are you talking about? Thoughts on VK168? Dude, I know nothing about it, honestly. Like, I have no thoughts on the 168. I've never heard of it, so I might not be the person to ask. Let's do this. Crew XP. And I guess we have to do free XP. We don't have credits. Who am I talking to? I'm actually reading both chats right now. Calival. I've got a YouTube stream going as well. Hey, just running. What is the best first Clan Wars reward tank? 907. Absolutely. But like, be careful, because a lot of people have high expectations when then they get the 907, but it's like, yeah. You might be disappointed, because all the hype is that it's overpowered. 2 AM in Britain. Merry Christmas. Can't help you. How much snow do we have? Oh, we have like 2 feet maybe? I'd say 2 feet. We don't really get a lot of snow here, but it goes to -20, -25 very often, and it's dry, so. What line am I going up? I'm doing the LTG line. It's my only one. Food, Chimino, and you shoot a lot. Those are the only ways. Sorry, I can't give you anything more useful than that. Hurry up? What do you mean? T71 Da in the mid. Time to leave, because he knows I'm here now. It's just a free shot it down. What the fuck was that? Who shoots HE? Let me move my mic. Give me a sec. How do I do this? Okay, good. I didn't flip or anything while I was doing that. But who on the enemy team has HE base? No one. That's weird. Except Artie, but those don't count as people. So, like, yeah, Panzer 4. Who shot at me with HE? Maybe. It's a possibility, I guess. Well, now we have the mid. That's a 43. So if they push up that line, I can shoot at them. That missed? Oh, there's a building. That would do it. It's like if these guys push up, I'll have side shots, but not right now. You're looking at me, aren't you? He's Jewish, you loser? What do you mean? Do you know if a PC with the specs of 1060 i5... Dude, probably not, Fishy. Honestly. I'm running a GTX 1070. I guess it depends on what you expect from 4K. But it's like... probably not at all. That would be my guess. I don't know exactly, you know, because I don't have your computer. And I don't really pay a lot of attention to parts that aren't mine. But I would say that it's very unlikely that you'll actually get any sort of decent FPS rate if you ran that setup right there. It's like I don't even know which processor you are, but it's like your computer's kind of older. You probably won't be able to run 4K. Just out DPMing a heavy who's got his side to me. If I play forwards, he won't have shots. I was right about the Jagdpanzer 4 shooting HE. That's kind of cool. So they have the 2 line, don't they? Yep, they do. This game is not going to end well. I mean, we do have the mid, I guess, but we're about to lose a T-rate medium. So I'm going to have to put on my carry pants for the first game of the day. Got to ignore how annoying my mic is right now and think about how to win. Isn't the i5 like a dual core in general, or am I wrong about that? I could be wrong. Like in general, I always thought i5s were dual cores. You're just sitting there and sniping at me with a heavy. Okay. What? Oh my god. It hit the 71's gun barrel, that's why. 6-6. I'm just gonna hang out in the mid. The Rudy drowned. Are you kidding? How do you drown in a Rudy? Like, on this map, drowning is... He's not drowning. He's just being useless. That guy is 300. He's a 2-shot. More or less. This guy still hasn't moved. Will he miraculously move? Probably not. Oh, there's a tree here. Shit, feels bad. Okay, well, I'm a one-shot for this guy. Artie's gonna click him. That's a tiger? That is really not good. The problem is I spent a bit too much of my HP off the bat, so the challenger can just drive into me and he'll beat me every single time. Especially because he's just been camping all game, right? Like, that's... Oh my god. Okay. I got stuck. I thought I would be able to back out. How you like the ping? It's been a pain for me. Yeah, the ping has been kind of stressful or frustrating. Give me a sec. I'm going to unplug my mic and plug it in to the back of my computer. Okay, that should be good. I just want to double check to make sure you guys can hear me, or I guess you guys can tell me. Can you hear me while I mess with all this shit? Boy. People buy better, more expensive mics, but they're less enjoyable sometimes, or less easy to use. Okay. So I subbed and my win rate didn't go up 90% like you promised. Hey, well, you did get the sub. You did get the sub icon. Komamen. I remember you subbing, so yeah, there you go. You've got your icon. Let's go play the Scorpion. Use your side. Shut up, Will. Carry the EU. It'll give me decent FPS for what, though, if I use 1080p. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, depends on what you consider decent, but I wouldn't be surprised if you play at 60 FPS fishy with a 1060. I think. You should look up benchmarks of the exact config, so you know, instead of just trusting someone who's never used what you're using. You know, like I've never used a GTX 1060. Right now I'm running a Ryzen 1700 at 3.75 gigahertz and a 1070 at its base clock. So that's what I'm running. And I get 110 when streaming, give or take 20 or so. Yeah, it is, Shimona. I think I made a new donation alert, and it's hilarious. I can't wait for someone to like donate $1. It's the Quickie Baby So Bad. Like Carly Rae Jepsen sings what's the song? Before You Came. It's Call Me Maybe. So funny. Oh my god, I love that song. Well, like I love how Quickie Baby sings it. It's hilarious. Okay, they have a T44 doing like what a TD would typically do. Feels bad. And then they're pushing kind of aggro. Binox, do your thing. Fuck you, I'm from Brazil. What does that mean? Who is in the Maotian premium thing? Must be your. What does that mean? Dude, this thing is so fun. You just like hit people for 500. And then when you get into tier 10 games, I Amorak'd him. That's why he... Oh my god, if I had shot his Amorak again, I could have had a ton of damage there. Stay there. Poke again, please. Do it. Now I still have to watch my map. What the hell? This thing, man. How is it allowed? Like, TDs are so... Watch me get set on fire, like, twice here. But, like, in general, TDs are so easy. You don't even have to aim. Because you've got 250 base pen. What is the base pen on this? Yeah, 246. Like, wow. Aiming is for the second class, not when you're in TDs. Not really, Ember. No shot, okay. Let's see this guy push. No. We're like winning handedly. This guy probably won't push into it. Like, why would he drive into 5 tanks? It doesn't make much sense to me. Oh yeah, Coma Man. Manipulative practices. The same gun that's on the Scorp G, but it's worse. What are you talking about? I'm quiet? Okay. Tell me how this is. I hope it's better. They have a T-30 in the south. 5 tanks spotted, okay. That's their entire enemy team, unless I'm bad at counting. I just wanted to set him on fire there. Damn, I could have had a free kill. Too loud? Oh no. I'm sorry. Why do I listen to my stream's advice? It's like, everyone has different opinions on the exact same topic. The best thing is just to test it for myself. I'm not going to change it. I'm just going to leave the mic here. Screw it if it's bad. You guys can complain all you want. I like Linus Tech Tips. I feel like Linus Tech Tips is less about computers lately, though, and more about being a consumer, I guess, and just like buying like I used to like the old Linus Tech Tips. I sound like an old person now, but the old Linus Tech Tips was really good when They would do like fan video, you know, testing fan stuff and testing configs and things like that. When did people doing things that make sense happen in what? Oh, I mean, normally people will do stuff that makes some sort of sense, you know? But the bat chat at B5, that's like next level bad. Unicum Dez. Are you the guy I just killed in the 34-3? Hello, by the way. Exactly, Coma. No face cam? How do we know this isn't recorded? I mean, it could be the way that I'm responding to what you type, but I'm not sure. Hey, William. Merry Christmas. Do you even read this? If you do, I donate 25 euros to you. Okay, Marku. I mean, I do read this. You don't actually have to donate money to me, though. Top tier. This tank is like hella easy. I just don't understand. I kind of think it's probably the best tier 8 right now. Please explain what that is. What does that mean? Premium shell. What is the premium pen on this? I actually don't. 390 alpha. Okay. 490 alpha, actually. I can get the E100, but the shitty pen and turret is a turnoff. Yeah. E100 isn't very good in my opinion. It's like, why would you play the E100? Like, at all. Unless you want a really slow tank that gets RD'd a lot. Like, I'd rather play a 5A or an E5 or like any other sort of mobile heavy. Because then you can do a lot of things. I'm going to take a hit here. He'll be held down, but actually I think... I'm not used to playing this corner, so I don't want to risk getting shot by a hold on type 59 and not getting damage for it. I got spotted. Interesting. This is like... What to do? This is pretty silly right now. I don't know what else to say. It's like kind of a high roll by this guy. What's the WZ doing? Is there already? Yep, there's a lower. I was hoping for a fire, TBH. It's okay though, it's not the end of the world. This tier 7 heavy thing is dead. This tier 7 heavy is also dead. And that would leave me alone, more or less, with... I mean, I wouldn't technically be alone, but those guys are in useless positions, so I would, in practice, be alone. He's still there, just like camping. Okay, so how do I get damage out of this? I think if I play this. Oh, you're looking. I never knew that angle existed. Like, I just found out about that angle and the WZ knows about it. Feels bad. He's looking at me. You can see this. Maybe I can shoot the tiger without the WZ looking at me. No, I can't. There's this house in the way. That's a really interesting place to put a building. Okay, now my experience on EU is that this WZ is still camping me. If I were to poke, I would get shot. Pretty damn close to camping me, dude. There we go. And the second I get lit, of course, I'll just let him sit there in the open, you know? If he wants to kill me, so be it, but, This is called playing to your team, by the way. It's like, when your heavies are in bad positions, sometimes you have to, very often you have to move. Oh, thanks for the 25 bits, Coma. Why am I lit? I see no one who could have lit me. Do I want to be here? No, I'm okay for now. I just don't want to give away my HP because this... Okay. E25's position's baiting me. That's what's happening. Okay. So the E25's position allows the 34-100 and whatnot to just waltz right into him. And he's not able to do anything about it. So that's what I meant. He was baiting my position, if that makes sense. Still full gold out of that guy. Can't really blame him, though. I'd shoot full gold out of it, too. Dude, I am so skilled. That 500 alpha. Basically a 700 alpha roll. I'm really good at aiming. High rolls are my specialty. He's got to be... He'll appear like here. Yeah, something like this. So what else do they have? Well, it's... What happened? Hey Solo, how are you doing, dude? So you're absolutely right. RT is not balanced. It's underpowered. It's been nerfed to hell. What do you think of my subscription alert? That was me playing the CGC. GG Tossers. Your top tier tank complaining about the team. You should look at the games you're playing instead. Like, a lot of the advice you're going to get from random people is about just, no offense to my viewers or anything, but what I've found is going to people for advice that aren't established or don't have any sort of credibility isn't a good idea. So, for example, you probably won't get reliably accurate answers from random people in a Twitch chat that you don't know. Right? Like, just like if you read a random World of Tanks guide, I guess I should just learn to aim. It's like you probably won't get good advice. It might sound really good, right? Like a lot of the scouting guides sound really good on the forums. Like you could totally see yourself scouting for your team, but then you'd go and try it and realize that no, it doesn't work. And the problem is with equipment that costs actual money, it's like you lose more than just time. So my suggestion would be like look up benchmarks for the computer that you want to build and try to go off what you see with those. Just wanted a fire. Bad shot's probably gonna YOLO me, isn't he? Oh, okay. Engine died twice in a row. Feels bad. It's okay. Just need to watch out for the bat, TBH. So he's gotta be here. Wait, is this or this? I'm trying to figure it on the map. Dude, those binocs are so useful. There we go. Gotta make my shots count with the 10-second reload, more or less. You could be getting advice from a guy who actually knows fuck all about anything, but makes it sound like exactly. And that's what, like, so that's been my experience with trying to get advice from people on the internet. And I use the scouting advice as a genuine example. Like, what might happen, like, this is how I see, this is what happened to me, is I'd go onto the forums, I'd read a guide about scouting or whatever, and then I'd play, and I'd get a map like this, and I'd try scouting on this map, and then I'd died. And I just thought I'd assume I was scouting wrong. But now that I've like actually played the game, and tried at most ways, like I've tried to scout correctly, and I've concluded that on many maps it's just not possible. And this is one of them. Like go try. I wonder how many people got their spotting missions on this map. It's a valid question. But I also wonder how many people learn that light tanks are scouts and then try to scout on this map. Okay. Somewhere like here. I got stunned, so I couldn't spot him with my binocs. Feels bad. That's another 4K damage game, though. Oh, I forgot Dunce. Forgive me. $250 wins. That's pretty cool. Awesome. All right, on to the next. Got to get this this tank over with. That's why I said Lemming Rush is better than Quickie Baby, and if 1v1 was possible, then Lemming would win every game. I don't know, dude. 1v1s aren't really a good measure of skill, so... Like, 1v1s are about camping, mostly, in my opinion. It's like whoever has the most patience wins 1v1s. So... The best way to measure, like, a person's skill, I think, is just to look at their solo win rate. But you can't, because Wargaming doesn't let you. So... in specific tanks. Like, you don't know how many platoon games someone plays, so... Do I have a body pillow? No. That's cool, Marku. A $4,000 case? I mean, cases have got to be the most important parts of computers. Next to gaming chairs. Gaming chairs really matter. When you tutor, do you do solo, or can I get more to join me? I mean, you could get a friend to join you, I guess. But normally I do it one-on-one because I have so much to say when I watch people play that it's not reasonable for that to happen. 600 bits. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate that. Like, the people make so many... There's so much to talk about that I've never tried doing it with two people. It seems to me like it would be just a waste of the person's money. Do you have the Type 59 on any account? Yeah, Victor Kisley, the CEO of Wargaming, gave me a code for a Type 59. And I used that on my NA account. That was when I was in San Francisco. Exactly, Coma. Exactly. I should make a username and call it Placebo. Like P-L-A-Y-C-E, Bo. Like a play on words. Or something. Like an Exos, so we can try to pass on knowledge. I mean, sure. Right now I'm full. Like, I mentor too much right now. I work way too much, considering that I'm still in high school. So, I'm trying to avoid taking on more students right now. So what you can do is you can send me an email at Lemming Rush Mentoring, and then when I get a spot, I sort of just respond to people randomly, basically. Oh yes, Bob. I've never tried the WD-40 on mouse keyboard trick thingy, but I hear it's great. This guy's a moron. Who plays like this? Okay, at least he's in a top tier tank. And he didn't kill me. Nice. Is the mouse still a viable tank? Yeah, I would say it is. I'd say it's becoming increasingly more viable as the meta progresses towards TDs and heavies and away from mediums and lights. Okay, we're gonna lose the north probably. At least that's what I would think. fuck, Koma? Yeah, the mouse is really good if you can make slow. Armor is really underrated, in my opinion. One sec. This is like the point in time where in lights, if you try anything, you just lose all your hit points. Which blows. What's this guy doing? It's like these guys are gonna be moving, I would think. So I don't really want to help this 57. There's no way the WZ132 is still in their base, is what I'm getting at. Is the Type 5 worth grinding? No. Yeah, exactly, NA server. I totally agree with you. I run, I think, 500 DPI right now. I seriously don't see why the stereotype is about having high DPI. It could just be because of the way that companies like give you 12,000 DPI to work with on some mice. Like, it seems asinine to me. No one has the coordination to make that kind of DPI work. And even if you did, it's too unforgiving. Whereas, like, so I was playing CSGO yesterday, and I lowered my DPI down to 400, effective 800. So I'm not gonna live. There's no way. Thank you for backing up. So if basically I played on like 500 DPI, but I made it such that it was 800 and in-game sense of 1, and that's like amazing. There's so much you can do as opposed to when you're on higher. And it's like the age-old argument is like, yeah, but what if someone's behind you? And it's like, well, if someone's behind you, you're kind of screwed. In a game like Tanks, though, it's like everyone plays with higher DPI because aiming doesn't matter as much. It's just the bottom line. So it's almost nice to have a really high DPI because you can look around you a lot faster. But low, like, you know, if it's too low, that's bad. But World of Tanks is obviously a bit more hectic than CSGO, so sometimes it's nice to be able to look around you. I have a mouse with 12,000 DPI. Never again. What do you mean? You can't play on 12k DPI? What are you, old? Oh, I got more boxes. I should probably open these before they go, like, 12 is enough. I don't want to open like 30 of them at once. I'll open 12 right now, and then we'll do some crate stuff. Maybe for you, Tonster. High DPI mouse is geared towards Twitch-style first-person shooters. Since you have a snipe function, you don't need high DPI. It becomes too sensitive. Yeah, I guess. Press escape after. Yeah, but this is like, I've tried the escape thing and it seems to take just as much time, more or less. I'm gonna get a G703, not tomorrow, but the next day. Yeah, exactly, Cal. Oh, what did I do? PC is at a really good place in gaming wise these days. If you got $1,000 to build... Oh, yeah, I agree. Well, I'd say it's worse than it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I'd say PC gaming was way better. But I think the Bitcoin mining thing has kind of screwed with it. And then also like RAM prices and SSD prices are super high right now. So personally, I can't wait. I personally feel as though Bitcoin is probably going to crash, and when it does, GPU prices will probably do too. there's going to be way less demand for them. And that's not my idea, of course. I'm just copying that idea from other people, but I also kind of agree with the idea. This stuff, it's just left clicking. If I wanted to left click, I'd play League. There we go. Really, Dunce? Where do you live? Because I just bought a... Like, how the hell did that... How did you get that kind of deal? Because in Canada, I just bought a 250 gigabyte SSD for $174 Canadian. It's like 130 American. That's really high, in my opinion. Level 3. So I need one of the star things. And then I need 2 of the boxes things. And then 2 of the circular things. Star, boxes, and circles. Craft. Level 3. Star. Okay, I'm just going to open the boxes. I'll open 2 boxes because I know I need 2 of them. If that did it, I'll be pretty stoked. I think I'm probably missing a couple though. Okay, I need 1 more circle thing and 1 more bear, and I need the bear thing for level 3. Okay. Off to pubs. Bitcoin is a bubble like the housing bubble. Yeah, well, so I haven't been alive for many crashes, but many market crashes. I was alive for the market crash. Well, so Canada had a recession when I was younger. We're having a recession right now, but it's actually like not that bad compared to, you know, like stuff that countries like Venezuela are going through. But the tech bubble, like companies like AMD, if you bought AMD at the peak in like 2000, you still, you know, 20 years later almost, still would not have gotten your money's back out of the investment. So yeah, and basically what I see is that that graph went up as sharply as the Bitcoin graph is. So it seems to be the case. Isolated to Alberta? Oh, I don't know. I mean, Alberta's got a lot of people in it, so not a ton, I guess, compared to the other province, but I think Alberta's got really low employment right now. And then, like, Quebec is chronically in a recession, in my opinion. That's a joke, by the way. Cool. Well, yeah, exactly. Seattle. It's like everyone here makes all their money off of the oil industry, even if they're not directly related to the oil industry. It's like in Alberta. So my mom used to work in a logistics type company where they would sell. Basically, she sold products that oil companies would use, right? And so it's like she lost her job because oil companies aren't looking for high-end electrical equipment buildings anymore because there's nothing being produced. And so everyone gets hit hard here, even if you're not directly. So like, and my dad, he works out renting houses. Now they rent out high-end properties, so he took me to, I'm not going to say which houses because he rents houses like multi-million-dollar houses, and you know, you go inside them and they're pretty outstanding. But it's like the high-end housing market in Calgary, he has a very hard time finding people who are wanting to rent because a lot of expats mostly were employed in Alberta, right? And then when the market crashed, it's like the expats go to wherever they're from. And so they don't buy houses, they rent houses. And when they're making a ton of money, they rent high-end houses. And yeah. So we're lucky though, at least like both my parents, like one of them kept their job, so yeah, we had at least one income. And then I just kind of rode it through for a bit. The crash tends to happen right as the thing starts making the news a lot of time. Most recent I can think of was the Beanie Baby things that were... Oh, okay, Coma. That's a really interesting thought. I mean, Bitcoin is in the news all the time, though, so... Okay, I need damage. I've been talking too much about useless things. Late or early stream? I'd say this is a late stream. It's 8 o'clock p.m. for me. Pretty exhausted by now, though. This tank is most definitely funny looking. Dude, it looks retarded. But it's really good. So... it's a bit of a double-edged sword there. Dude, they're already... What the... Both of them are just sitting. Like, not a care in the world. I mean, he does see me, though. It's like, of course he sees me, but that's to be expected. This guy's shot. I'm gonna go after the tiger for damage. I didn't really expect the charioteer to shoot me. I thought he'd be going after the bat. Okay, this is not a good situation to be in. Okay, that's a GW Tiger P looking at me. I'm not gonna poke, even though it's free damage. Okay, maybe I will. He's looking away now. I have died so many times to Arties like that. I've learned my lesson. Lights can't actually kill Artie. Even though the forum guides say otherwise. Cool, well that was an okay game. At least I started pushing, so I ended up getting damage. Why would anyone want an electric car instead of a car with an internal combustion engine? People are stupid. Did you make Santa's cookies yet? No. Yeah, exactly, Duns. So, like, in Canada, I was thinking I would really love an electric car. Except for the fact that you can't change gears, because all you have to do is plug it in before you go to bed or something. Like, that's pretty cool. Instead of having to wait outside in minus 30-degree weather while you fill up your car. It's not for me, I'm better than Lemming. Whoa. I see Sleepy. Don't they know battery dies in winter? I didn't know that. I'm not really a huge thing in regards to batteries. Like, I know nothing about them. I left my gift to the last minute, so I need to close this deal. I am so confused, Tonster, but I wish you luck. Rams the bad. Thank you for following me on Twitch. I think Tesla is very well marketed, which isn't a very unique thought, actually. It's probably a fact. But everyone also thinks that. I also think they're hella expensive. Oh, that's my third fire today. One more shot there and I might set him on fire again. I see you. Oh my god, this turret, dude, it's too big. And it's asymmetrical, so... Good luck with your business, Octavian. they say anything is possible, but that's stretching the meaning of anything. It's like, okay, they're gonna push the 2 line. I know that. How do I want to deal with it? I think this is the only way. I think anything more aggressive than this will get me killed, considering they still have 15 tanks left. Okay. No, no, no. What is this design? Okay, I have a time limit to figure out how to get out of here. Oh. Okay. That was almost really bad. Did you think that was made of ice? Just fucking pulled me down there. That was really close. You played your... I did get out of it, but damn. I won't be doing that again. You like personal rating more? I actually prefer Win8 to personal rating, because personal rating is biased towards battles played. That's such a stupid metric. It's like, just because someone exists longer does not mean they're better. And no one knows how personality rating also works fully. We just know the factors that go into it. At least that's as far as I can tell. I also think personal rating has been kind of designed by Wargaming to promote the selling of tanks, because personal rating... okay, how does it work? So I'd like to see if you take on 5 hours of mentoring for combat. Ineffective. Oh yeah, sure, we can do that, Tonster. Absolutely. Maybe if we talk on email, it'll be easier, because if I start talking about mentoring all the time on stream, a lot of people are going to be interested, and I just don't have the capacity to take every single person who's interested. So yeah, email or in-game would probably be best for talking about it. What was I saying, though? I forget. Feels bad. Oh yeah, personality rating also, like, I feel like it's been made by Wargaming to sell more tanks, because your personality rating will go up substantially just because you play different tanks of different tank types. Like, so if you played, my understanding of it is something like this. If you played 10,000 games in tier 10, in such a way that, I don't know how personal rating works, but basically it's like you'd probably be better off to play 10 different tier 10 tanks for 1,000 games than you would be to play one tier 10 tank for 10,000 games, which seems to be, to me, to be really manipulative and just designed solely for the purpose of selling tanks. Because what if the tank the person played is really challenging and they're trying to figure out how to play it? Or really interesting, like, what if they don't want to play other tanks? That should be allowed, in my opinion. You shouldn't have to spend money on free XP to pad your stats. I mean, you do, though. Not just with, that's an actual flaw in my argument. It's like you have to spend money for free XP in every single... How do I say it? Like, for Win8, if you free XP free modules, you have an advantage over everyone else. That's the type. Okay. They should do away with stats? Why? this gun handling. Please, I hope he stops to aim at me. He didn't. Feels bad. Okay. I kind of just want to push the AMX and then deal with the E25. But maybe I should push the E25 first. I don't know. Okay, that was kind of impressive. Easy. Dan, thanks for subbing to my YouTube channel, dude. E25 next. XVM sniping for one? Yeah, okay, that's a fair point. But is the problem, like, the problem with stats XVM sniping, or is that the problem with XVM? He's got me. Oh well, I did damage, so... This guy should die, right? Okay, yeah, we're not gonna lose this. Too many people use XVM and Rage new and not so good players. Yeah, but Rix, it's like... Do you really think a bandit, like, banning stats would... Okay, so stats are what allows people to bully others, I guess. That's a fair point, I think. But I don't think you could say that, like... I think that outweighs... I don't think that outweighs the positives associated with stats. A lot of people... Oh, I don't remember how to donate. If you go to the description of my YouTube... Okay. So I imagine this is what it looks like when you guys are watching my stream. It looks just like a YouTube video with the chat on the right-hand side and a video description. If you open up the video description, you'll have a link to donate. More or less. We'll open these 10 boxes and I can read the chat. Yeah, exactly, Seattle. It just shouldn't be it should not be easy to access other people's stats, in my opinion. It just shouldn't. Because that's kind of when it gets toxic. But, like, so if I couldn't see someone's stats, I could still insult them for how they play. You don't... The stats are a type of ammunition that people use, but I don't think it's... Like, okay, someone will just insult how you play instead of your stats if they're mad at you. They'll call you retarded instead of bad. What are my thoughts on Garbad? I think he used to be really, really good at the game. I'm not sure anymore though. He's very high win rates, so.
And it's got a crap view range so that it can't
Hey,
even
Drunk.
spot.
Thanks for subbing, dude.
Coming for it, and the enemy just spot it straight off. So you're absolutely right. RT is not balanced. It's underpowered. It's been nerfed to hell.
To hell. Let's see what Bogdan says. Bogdan says, well, shaming someone for their stats is another thing. Means you are using XVM wrong. Okay, let me ask you, what is the intended use of XVM if it isn't so you can... Like, what's the intended use of XVM then if it's not to see other people's stats and then use them in some way? Okay, I need Ivan the Bear and Pretty Silver Bauble. Ivan the Bear and Pretty Silver Bauble. Okay, gotta remember that. That's a level 3. Ivan the Bear is a Christmas thingy. I need to get shards. Meg Chinsky, thanks for following me on Twitch. Okay, now we go here. Level 3, Christmas present thingy, Soviet. Hey, I got Ivan the Bear. Now I just need the bauble thing. No. Wait, am I opening the right one? I think I am. Let me just double check this. Before I spend all... Yeah, it needs to be the ball thing that I open up. This one right here. my god, I get everything but the one I wanted. Feels bad. Okay, I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Yeah, I had it set correctly, it just wasn't giving the one I needed. Okay. On to the next. Let's go make some more. The new German heavy tier 8 premium isn't worth it, is it? Probably not. Most tier 8 heavies are not worth it, in my opinion. I do not like that Win8 does not account for assist damage like tracking. I agree. That's Wargaming's fault though, they don't release that information. So it's physically impossible for them to incorporate assist damage. Just doesn't, it's... Otherwise, Win8 would, you know? Mark of Excellence is the best skill rating, but it's not very easy to access. Fire Mouse, thanks for following me. Can you get Xmas bonus over 48%? Probably you can. Whew, this map. Dude, I don't want to play here. Maybe I should though. It maxes at 48%. Alright, well that's pretty high. Like, 48% extra credits isn't bad. Hopefully that hits someone. Stream is a bit quiet. Yeah, that could just be my voice though. That's W said. Any stock. Okay. Oh, hey, exits. You'd know that green if you had a car. Whoa. Jeez. I'm just gonna go play the south. It's gonna suck, but I'd rather do that than play this. You can't get it over 48%. No idea why you try to get... Yeah, I agree with you, Max. Like, I still have... Maybe the camos, right? Won't I get a camo if I fill out all that bullshit? AMX M4 and a pilot. What's the pilot doing? He must know I'm here. He's not looking at me though. Oh, these bushes work. Take note, guys. You can knock over these trees and use them at like a range of 200 meters or so. I don't think this is a construct... How do I say it? Constructive? Yeah, that's the English word. Constructive argument that's going on in chat, guys. You guys should stop. That was amazing to watch. I feel no sympathy for the RD player at all. Do bushes have varying degrees of camo increase? Yeah, they do. And you want to know what's even more amazing? Wargaming doesn't release the information, so you literally have to find out randomly. Through trial and error. And they also don't, so there's not like styles of bushes. So you cannot look at a bush and off the bat, like just know how much camo it has based on, you know, the shades or how much foliage is in the bush or anything. It's like, it's literally random. This guy doesn't notice I'm here. What is that, my 5th fire today? Oh, fuck off. Who does that? Oh, I guess the game is so close that it makes sense. IS-7 is amazing. IS-7 is really good. You just gotta run it with a ton of APCR. It's like, otherwise you might as well play a KV2 for the amount of consistency you get. Are light tanks better than medium tanks? I think that's your question. I didn't get to read, like, double read it in case I got it wrong. I think that... Should probably shoot that guy. Never mind. Ping feels bad. I think that in general, lights are going to be worse. Obviously. Actually, I think lights are significantly worse than mediums. But I also think lights are significantly more enjoyable to play than mediums, so... I didn't realize the W said stock. It's like I noticed he was stock when he bounced me, but yeah, that's like really stock. He has high DPM. Go buy the Lotto Lemming, it's your lucky day. Yeah, I've had plenty of unlucky days, dude. I don't think the Lotto is cut out for me. What is this? Advent calendar? Oh, it must be a new day or something on these servers. That's what they're selling? Okay. That's how people are driving this tank. It's so bad. It looks horrendous. Lights are easier to stat pad than mediums? Well, it depends on what you're stat padding. And I also I don't really buy the whole lights are easier than mediums, because Win8 is based off of the average. So at least that's what I remember when Win8 came out. It might have changed, you know, because they do some weird things with Win8, man. But as far as I can tell, it's like Win8 is based off an average. So if an average damage is like 500 damage in a light tank, if you do 500 damage and 1 kill or whatever the average is, you get 1,000 Win8 or something like that. So it's like, my understanding is that if you do 4,000 Win8, it means you're 4 times better.
So bad. So bad. so
bad. Dude, drunk. Oh my god. Drunk, give me $100. Hey Lemming, I've been enjoying your free content for a while. Time to pay up. Wish you had time to stream more though, but it sounds like you are a busy boy. Keep up the good content. Oh really? Well, I really appreciate the $100, Drunk Tanker. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it. It's a pretty nice donate sound. Yeah, I know, right? It's perfect. Did I change the GIF for the donate? I don't know if I did, but I definitely changed the sound. And I think it's majestic. What medium would you recommend with good gun handling and decent armor? Oh, E50M. Yeah, E50M for sure. Old school memes are the best memes. Dude, fucking love the Quickie Baby sound thing. It's so good. Because it's so relatable. Like, that's what makes it funny. It's like, when he did that so bad thing, it's like you totally knew that he was just being fully honest. It was so perfect because everyone has that happened. I'm explaining a joke here, but it's like everyone's been there, you know? It's so funny. Oh, jeez. Any giveaways? I don't do many giveaways because I feel like if I have to pay money for people to subscribe to me, I'm kind of doing something wrong. Hey, Tilm. And I also don't really like organizing giveaways, but like, It's a bit of an opinion of mine. It's like I don't like giveaways because people will literally only watch you for your giveaway, and that kind of misses the point. So maybe I could do subscriber giveaways. Then you have to pay some sort of entrance fee. I think his engine's at the front, isn't it? I'm gonna get clicked so hard here. How dare I farm this AFK? What is your loadout for the 34-3? I don't even know. A lot of heat. I almost think with the new meta, the 34-3 should just be a gold spam tank that you play for fun. Really, Duke? I didn't know that. Yeah, Winnie, it's kind of weird, in my opinion. He hasn't noticed me, so I can shoot the STRV. He still hasn't noticed me. Okay, I have to move with the Type 4 to use him for cover. And then we can go after the clickers. You should know by now that E50M is... Dude, the E50M is amazing. I don't understand that meme. He's gonna look at me instead of the side of the Type? Okay. No, Ember. I tend to... When I platoon with people, I tend to just expect the worst. Like, I don't expect a lot from platoon mates, and I'm almost never disappointed. So I was playing Strongholds with some people actually earlier today, and I'll be honest, I was disappointed, despite knowing how bad they... I was asked to camp on Lakeville on the one line with a Lorraine 40-ton. And, you know, I'm not going to shame Salty. Merry Christmas, Lemming. Platoon with me sometime. I'll have to see Salty, but thanks for the 20. It's like... I'm not going to say their clan name because I have no interest in shaming them or anything. And it's like, I have a 3,000 personality rating, so I understand why they, like, I can only get into Strongholds with those types of players. But there's something about being asked to sit on the one line by a player with a 46% win rate, and then him yelling at you because you didn't sit on the one line. That just doesn't sit right with me. It's like that's my extent of elitism. I don't like being asked to camp by 46%ers in shitty positions. Wait, so it's a Merry Christmas stream on here, but a grinding to tier 10 on YouTube? He's tricking us. Oh, I guess I just forgot to change the YouTube title. Yeah, exactly, Moo. And it's like, I just want to play Strongholds with you, muted. I'm sorry, but I want to. So. It doesn't matter. He is caller. I know 420. Like, that's the problem. It's like, what am I going to do? Not listen to the caller? Feels bad, Ember. I like to... Should I use my free XP for the GW Tiger P or save and play somewhere to get the object 268? I mean... I would think the 268 is probably going to be more enjoyable than the Artie. Like, that's me removing my bias of Artie. At least I'm trying to. And isn't the 268 like getting replaced or something? Or is that the 263? Or something to that effect. So, personally, I would get neither, but I would think that if I was in your shoes and I only could choose those two options, I would choose the 268. That's the best I can do for you. I'm gonna get YOLO'd by a Type 59. Asshole. Okay, just gotta live, because I just threw away a lot of my HP right there. Survive. .260 might be replaced, but everyone in the community is against it. Yeah, it's like it's a unique tank. Why would someone remove that? They should just buff it and make it viable. Lots of YOLOs out in the past several days. Yeah, I mean, that's the weekend. It's Christmas break, so you kind of have to expect that kind of thing. Whew. They have a lot of tanks left. We're 90 seconds in. Pagan, thanks for subscribing or following me on Twitch. It's because Wargaming doesn't like odd tanks in the lines? What do you mean? The 263 is very akin to the rest of the line, in my opinion. His position. Okay. He won't spot me at 426 meters. But I probably won't hit him reliably either, so... Do you think you are YOLO'd more because of your stats or playstyle? I would say playstyle, primarily. When I actually think on NA, I get YOLO'd less, and I think my stats have something to do with it. Because people see Maho, and then they also see, what is my win rate, 3,600 now or something? And they see that, and they're like, oh shit, he'll just kill me if I YOLO him, so... and then when I go and play on yellow accounts, I actually get YOLO'd more. So that's my opinion. But and then I think when I'm on a server like this, it's people will just YOLO me because I'm a reroll. And they just want to kill rerolls because they have some vendetta against people who have higher stats or play for better stats than they have or something. I don't understand it really, but... Is Lemming British? No, I'm from Canada. They wanted to change the Batshot 25T. Yeah, such a stupid idea. Like, it just boggles my mind how a team of people can decide that. Like, to even put forwards the idea of changing the Batshot 25T. How do you play World of Tanks by any chance? I usually plat with Yujo guys so I can be their XCM shield. It's funny, Ethan. Yeah, I also think that's why purple players are more likely to platoon. It's to avoid getting YOLO'd. That's one of the reasons behind it. It's a really legitimate reason. That IS-3 is not spotting me, which is kind of cool. This gun is so good. It's kind of incredible, actually. It's like the T-34's gun or something. T-43's gun, I mean. Oh, I see Duns. I still don't think it made any sense, though. How many accounts do I have, Lemming? I mean... That's an interesting question. I have access to a lot of accounts, but I generally just play mine. Can I recite the Canadian anthem in French? I can get as far as O Canada. It's something like O Canada. Oh Canada, our home. I don't even know the English version anymore. We used to sing it every single day in elementary school, but now I forget it. If I saw it, I'd probably remember it, but... Do you speak French? If you do, please say something. Je suis capable de... Or, yeah. Je suis capable de parler en français. I basically said I'm capable of speaking in French. But it's like, my French isn't perfect. Oh my god. What? Okay, I want to read something in the Twitch chat that I think is so fitting. Something to the effect of, I used to play 268, but then when camo was or 268 used to be good when camo was a thing. Look at this example. Unless he snapshotted me, I don't understand. Light tanks just blow. It's like his camo, man. Oh, right. Now I remember it, Gary. It's like true patriot love in all thy sons command. I'm great at singing. Prob Camonat, and you're lacking view range to counter that? Yeah, I know, right? Yes, if I said yes, you'd probably go to... I feel like the question is loaded to try to get me in trouble. Someone donated $20? Did I miss it? Oh, that was Salty Steel, okay. Ooh. Are tanks going to cost 4k bonds next year too? I don't know. I think it was a really bad idea to implement bonds to buy the Clan Wars reward tanks. But then again, like, bonds have to be used for something, so... Should you put all female crew members in one tank? I mean, why not? I mean, it's probably way more efficient just to use them for commanders, but I personally do. Probably going to make them 8k. You get rewarded to buy something. Thanks for gaming. Yeah. Yeah, it was a pretty shitty implementation done by Wargaming, I think. They should have just given the tank to like, what the fuck? It's such a stupid idea. You know, it's one of those ideas that is so stupid that it's creative. They were just trying to find a use for bonds, I think. Is this guy flipped? No. Okay, what am I doing here again? I don't know, but whatever it is, it's not good. The fuck is a WZ doing? Okay, so if I leave, will I die? If I leave this way, yeah, because look what the Conqueror is doing. Okay, I just need to go. So the reason I'm leaving, just so you guys know, is I'm a one-shot, first of all, and then our heavy is playing the one line, which is not worth it for me to just take the risk that they have one tank playing the two line. Because if they do, it's like he'll just kill me. So I'm going to leave, try to survive all game, and that's going to be a lot better for my stats in terms of win 8, win raids, and then I'll also get more credits this way. JB4291. Thanks for following me on Twitch. This is pretty aggressive for a one-shot Scorpion. Okay. Just casually one-shots a T29, T26. This probably isn't very good. This is like really not very good. The fuck is the low doing there anyways? It's like he was in base at the beginning of the game and then he drives to mid of all places. I think I'm gonna have to go to H3. It's probably the best spot right now, even though it kind of sucks and it's in the middle of nowhere. I haven't been clicked today so far. It could also just be because Artie isn't here right now. Hey, Wits. Hi, Succulent. This guy's pushing. Like half pushing. Look at this game. What the hell is happening? I should be where the 1390 is, of course. Like, obviously that's the best position. I've never... This is just so weird. What these guys are thinking, I don't know. What we're thinking, I also don't know. I think it'd be fair to assume both parties aren't thinking. Dude, I'm so skilled. Did you see that? I even led the shot perfectly. Don't jinx it, Lemming. Stops in the middle of an open field to shoot at me. It's like, I wonder how good of a... You know? Amazing. He's just sitting there. Nice. Okay. Still have to hit 3k damage, don't I? Oh, I almost killed you, didn't I? So modest, too? Yeah, I'm probably one of the most humble people I've ever met. That was an okay shot to take, actually. Are you planning on helping, or... Like, what's the plan here, my dude? No, you're not planning on helping. Okay. Okay. I could believe that, Coma. +1, -1 mm would suck? Why? I think it'd be better than the +2, -2. I think... I don't know, actually. I'm not sure about +1, -1. I just wish they didn't change XVM the way they did. So, Wargame... The way they changed it was not to make gameplay better. I think they changed matchmaking to make it worse. And I think they did that on purpose because they want to make it harder for people to grind, right? Like, they said they changed it to make matchmaking better, but I don't believe that. At first I did, you know, and it looked like a genuine effort to make the game better. But they full well knew that people would end up bottom tier most of the time. And they also probably suspected that that would promote people to free XP through things way more. So it was like a business move on their part. They really don't, or in that move, they did not care about gameplay. I just don't see the, otherwise, like, they wouldn't have implemented it. His tips are very obvious. I'll be back in a sec, guys. Gonna go to the washroom. Check Twitch message I sent you. Okay, Ace. Twitch.tv. Okay, Ace, I will. I'll check Discord after this. But they're still pretty good, dude. I have been using them, as you can see, so. How stupid are you, Nathan? The LATAM server will be put a major dent in NA's always smaller player base. That's not what Nathan said. Because it would be boring. Every game is pay to win, guys. Because it would be boring? What? Have you played CSGO by any chance? Or Players Unknown Battlegrounds? Like, or I don't know, like every single game in the world. Exactly, Salty. Hey, DIY Joker. What? Homura? Why did you just say lemming question mark? 3RD rip lemming. Oh, I didn't even notice. Now I see it. I see the RD. That's okay. I'll try to kill them endgame and then get shotgunned by the GW Tiger. Most tanks are bad if you can't sidescrape in them, in my opinion. You can kind of sidescrape in the roommates though. Does he even reads the chat? No, I don't read the chat. I'm actually unable to read. So. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. I'll have to work on it. Yeah, exactly. What Dunce said. Fortnite fan? What's the difference? Oh, this guy was camping. He healed it. That sucks. Okay, so this is not going to work. I guess I'm going to go play the field. I mean, city. Not the field. What happened to your clan? What do you mean? I'm not in a clan on my EU account. Literacy is overrated. Exactly. Yeah, my clan kicked me. They've decided that despite being in the clan for just over a year now, I'm not worth keeping around. Join Nerva on the EU server. I don't even know what clans are good here, so I don't know. I've been invited to a lot of clans in EU actually, none of which I've heard of, so I can't really just go accepting random clan invites. Exactly, Delta. Dude, I hope the GF gets the RD. He should be able to overpower this SP1C. And then kill the RD, hopefully, unless he gets shotgunned. Which I hope doesn't happen. This is like, wow. Oh, there they are. 2.5 minutes into the game. And only now we find out where their heavy is. Okay, what to do? I have very few choices right now for plays to make. If I push the 0 line, I'm going to find the RHM. Or it's likely for me to find some sort of TD. It's like that's not an option. Just flank heavies in your lights. How can you be so stupid that you don't flank heavies in your lights, Lemming? He has 2 marks. Can you shoot through this? We'll find out another day. Flank harder. Yes. Flanking intensifies. That should be a meme. It would be fun, they said. So true. WZ 120 FT is a good premium tank. Yeah, I kind of think if you want a premium to make money, just get a TD. Like, because every other premium, if you don't run TDs, you'll have shit base pen. So you're nearly required to shoot gold to remain competitive against tier 10s. TDs aren't. It's like, why would you not run TDs to make credits? Especially if you have access to the Scorpion, which anyone can do well in. I absolutely love the Scorpion. I'm happy I have it. Thank you for that, Michael, by the way. Okay, yeah, maybe this is when scouting kind of becomes useful, but the game's over, so... Oh, there's more than... Okay. Well, if we can kill these guys, that'll be sweet. That's a big if, though. What is my alpha? 180. Oh, fuck off. There's the item. Why am I underwater here? Okay. What a great game. Highway, greatest map. I don't mind Highway, but that just kind of sucked. Nerf or remove Scorpion G from the game, amen. Huh. I don't know. They should just, yeah, maybe nerfing the Scorpion makes sense. They just shouldn't have added it in the first place. It's like, when you say nerf the Scorpion, you... I don't know. It's like, you should not have to nerf tanks, in my opinion. That's just the way I see it, though. Tanks shouldn't have to be nerfed. They should just get buffed. People are happier that way, too, right? Like, no one likes it when the tank that they spent money on is nerfed. It just doesn't roll well with people. I don't know why. Maybe it could feel that, like, maybe it could be they feel they got lied to, right? Maybe. It just doesn't make sense. It's like, add bad tanks into the game. At least it's safe, you know? And then buff them if they aren't popular. Or do something instead of... Wargaming does the opposite, basically. How do EU's players play compared to Russians in the NA? Basically the same. The only difference I noticed was the insults. The insults on EU are about where you're born, not how you played. I know Covenant. Yeah, exactly, Dollar. They buffed the E5 to overpowered levels and said it was an accident, and then nerfed it a year later. No one likes it when things are nerfed. So just don't add overpowered things into the game that need to be nerfed. Where you were born? Yeah, it's like... You'll hear it all the time. It's like people insult Polish people. It happens on NA too, but it's way more common on EU. Nationality insults. It's like on NA we just call each other retarded or autistic. That's a really common insult among good players. There's someone in my clan who's autistic, and he was like, he made a really funny joke about it. But probably shouldn't say that on stream. Jeez, okay, so they're being kind of aggro. I should just shoot these guys. Solo, I wasn't insulting autistic people. I was just mentioning that it is an insult that people use. And then I was also talking about how, despite a person in my clan who's autistic, you know, he's still able to make light of the situation. So I wasn't being rude about it, at least on purpose. I was just talking about the insults that are used on North America. I had a Prokhorovka game, or whatever the map is called, to my Rust in the Forest. Prokhorovka. What map is that again? The one line? I mean, to be honest, I don't really know where else a mouse should go on Proc. Yep, that's the map. How do I blacklist people? There we go. I get that, but not everyone is as comfortable with their disability as he is. I know, I understand that. But I don't think I was being rude, so... Also, so many things in society have a hard time dealing with giving proper support, since autism is such a varied affliction as well. Yeah, I mean... The problem with mental health is that it's just so... Like you said, it's very hard to actually know what someone has. And it's also very hard to, like... help people. I'd like, for example, with ADHD meds. That's a personal example I can talk about because I actually have experience with them, and it's like ADHD meds are not fun. They really aren't. They make you wired for, geez, hours, and then you crash, and it's like, oh. And then your doctor puts you on a different one, and then another, like, medications are just weird. It's not only mental health meds. It's like, so with my autoimmune disease, it's like, why do some autoimmune medications work and then some others don't? Like, I don't understand that. I guess I have to have more knowledge on this subject, but it's like I went through a lot of them. And it cost me a great deal of pain and stuff, but yeah, that's just how medications are, I guess, with finicky things. That 1375. This guy will have the gun elevation to hit me because the thing has overpowered. What? I think I tunnel visioned and just didn't notice this guy. There's no way I wasn't tunnel visioning. I need to get safe from the 1375 because if he YOLOs me, I'm super screwed. Do you watch Klaus Kellerman? Not really. I used to think his videos were funny, but not much. Not so much anymore. That's one fugly. Hey, don't insult this thing. It's actually really good. I don't appreciate that. I think it's one of the best tier 7's lights, TBH. Despite it being butt ugly. Like, it's... Oh my god. Well, I'm surprised I penned, but that was a really... Like, why was he looking where he was? I don't know. Do I play any other wargaming games? No, I don't. I see Terra. Yeah, I know Greg, but like, I think prednisone is like the all-in-one solution to autoimmune diseases. But the ones I took, like, so what I don't understand is why someone can have rheumatological arthritis, and some medications will help him or her. I guess it's more common in women, so her, and then some medications won't. Like, that doesn't make much sense to me. don't like clown. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. I was firing shots at clowns. Whew. See you later, Solo. Have a good evening. Dude, why is that game still going? I just want to play my LTG. 20 minutes left. I don't really want to play the Scorpion anymore. I feel like I'm tired. So I've got 3,300 damage per game in the Scorpion. That's okay, I guess. Yeah, I understand. That's understandable though, Ray. Hmm. 1,500 damage. It'll be lower after that game, but 1,500 DPG in the LTG isn't bad. What's your favorite tier 8 and 6 premium tank? Scorpion is my favorite tier 8 premium right now. Oh, did you Covenant? How are you liking the game? Lemming, you sound intelligent. How are you doing at school? I'm doing well, I guess. That's funny. I'm not intelligent enough to follow a schedule, but I'm really lucky, so I have capacity to use words better than like 99% of the population. So that's why I sound intelligent. But then I'm like really slow in terms of processing speed and stuff. So what do the EU server think about Americans? I don't know. Probably stereotypes. Hey, HD Pixels. I noticed you called my videos professional. I appreciated that. Schedules are for the weak. They're also for the organized. Thanks, Sleepy. Your win 8 is 2. That's impressive. Has anyone here played World of Warplanes? I haven't played World of Warplanes 2.0, but I used to play I tried World of Warplanes, and then promptly uninstalled. See, Tara, that's what I tried to explain. So I had an English teacher in grade 7, and I said, what's the difference between smart and intelligent? Because, why is my ping 200? Because to me, someone who is intelligent knew a lot of stuff, right? To me, it was like, okay, you can recite things from a book. And then I also thought that smart was being able to use the knowledge you have effectively. And the reason I thought that was because of phrases like street smarts, right? It's like, the smart in that word is the application of intelligence. At least that's what it seemed like to me. But then my teacher said the opposite. An English teacher was like, being intelligent was like being able to use, I don't know what the word is, use your intelligence, I guess. To me, it didn't make any sense. And I was like, okay then. I'll use the word like, I never took her advice on how to use the word, because it didn't make sense to me, but there's some confusion in the language there. That's a 1375 who's in front of me. Okay. This is not smart. Hey, there's an example of the word. Right? Like, I shouldn't be here. 4v1? I'm not that good. Most teachers up to high school are full of shit though, TBH. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I mean, so in my opinion, a lot of people are really excited to tear down school. But I don't think it's a very... The idea, like, so everyone is like, what someone said... it's very common for people to say they learn nothing in school that's actually a value or something to that effect. And it's like, okay, that's a really popular idea. Why is school valuable though? That's way more interesting to me, because you have to do school anyways, you know? It's like you might as well figure out how to make school worth your time if it's so useless. Instead of just saying, oh, school is useless, it's like I wish people would say, this is how you use your time effectively in school. That'd be a lot more useful. Bounced. Okay. It's kind of like people criticizing religion. And it's a, you know, that's going to be a sensitive topic for a lot of people, but it's really easy to criticize religion. Like, you don't have to be that... You basically have to have eyes to criticize religion, right? Like, you just kind of say, I don't see a god. All of religion must be bad. Period. I'm getting into my political opinions, though. Well, that guy got Amaraked. And most people probably don't want to hear that. It's like, I'd rather hear arguments for religion, because that's actually a hard case to make for most people. Because then you get to hear, you know, that's what I'd rather be, that's what I'm more interested in. He looks at me and not the arty, okay. Well, that was my first shot of damage. There's 13 tanks left, quick maths. I'm going to play this corner for a bit, because I know there's an E2 over there. Oh, there's the E2. You are just sitting here. How do I turn this into a 1500 damage game? Okay, what are the chances that this ARL is going to help me? None, because he's not even looking in this direction. I pressed 4 already. I just don't want to get rammed here. He's a med. Can I use... Oh, these guys aren't pushing. That's kind of cool. Oh, now they push. As soon as I mention that they aren't. Okay. 900. Probably could have been more useful if I wasn't talking right there. Right, exactly, 420 theory. It's like such an easy case to make. Learning in school scales so exponentially, especially if you go into STEM science, like engineering. Yeah. Well, it's an investment of your time. That's how I see it. You might have created an environment where I might have to clear the chat. Dude. I'm not some professional live streamer here. Thanks for the 300 bits, Whiskey. I'm not really good at manipulating audiences. Let it go, dude. No need to ban anyone. Just let people talk or whatever. It'll die out. We'll talk about other things. I love how players with 80k battles still spam gold ammo. What do you mean? It's like, of course those are the guys who are going to be spamming gold ammo. They've got 80k battles. They don't need to buy new tanks. They'll have all the credits in the world. Oh, really, Ace Wanker? I'm such a terrible person. Oh, you can do it then, Dunce. You can just clear chat then, if you'd like. In America, I mean, aren't there religious streams on Twitch, though? That's pretty funny. Alright, how do I turn this into a decent game? Because I'm top tier, and I kind of might want to make it one. So I'm going to go south, I think. That's fair. Yeah, it's got to be fair. It's not unfair for me to go south. I'll go to south, and I'll shoot people. Do I commit, though? I mean, my spawn is great. Okay, I'm literally going to see how many tanks I have with me. It looks like the E2 is coming. Let's do it. Anfield is cyberbullying you. Yeah, dude, Anfield's a pretty mean type of guy. Shots fired, am I right? Oh my god. What are you doing? Okay. Isn't the weak spot on this tank like the turret? The fuck? Who's the easiest to kill here? You know who's easiest? The T-150, so I'm just gonna go for him. So, when you're in a crossfire like this, it's you just go for the lowest HP. That's the only thing you can really do. And that's going to be the most reliable way of doing this kind of thing. So it's like you can see, if I just kill this 34, it's going to be really doable to deal with this LTG. And also, he's in the worst position, so it's like, the longer he stays there, the easier my position is going to, like, the easier this fight is going to be for me, so. That's how you deal with something like that right there. Okay, I'm just going to say nothing. I'm not even going to respond to the fact that they've got a KV2 and an OI who are sniping, and they're not platooned. Like, they both separately decided that J4 was their best play. Lemming cyberbullying equals noob uninstall. For more, see his TDs. Yeah. I mean, I was pretty toxic when I was talking to the guy who messaged me. But it was a joke, so that guy fired. Do you guys ever have it when a KV2 shoots at you and you watch the shell coming in and you try to react to it, but you can't because tanks won't let you? Oh, he fired. Okay, I thought this was a weak spot, but I could be wrong. I'll take that as I'm wrong. Hell, I bought him XCOM 2. Yeah, I don't... I'm sorry, Dunce. Feels bad. I should probably play that game. I did watch you stream it, though. Does that count? Hey, 3 kills. That was an acceptable game. It wasn't very good, but it was acceptable. Hey, Chaos. Coffee fee. Oh, feels bad, Dunce. I got my LT9. My EMT instructor called it a sudden rush of shit to the brain. What are you talking about? Lemon rush? I mean, some people call me lemon rush to, like, insult me, I guess. Because a lemon is something that's bad. Get it? It's a really shitty joke. Hey, like I said. Oh, I've already completed all these level 1 missions. So which ones do I have to do with honors now? 12. Improve result. And then we can do these damn crate thingamajiggers. Gotta get me the camo. Pretty silver bauble. Get shards. This is so inefficient. Break decorations. Okay, so my understanding is I have to get the silver thingy. Let's just double check so I don't waste. Yeah, it's this, and then I'll be done level 3. And level 4... Oh. Okay, it's the circular thing. Soviet, level 3 of the circular thing. Hey, I am so skilled. Take notes, guys. So level 3 is completed, and now we do level 4. Silver Star Pendant. Oh, I don't have enough. 420. Break for 30. Okay. All we have left is tier 4, I think. I believe... Exactly, coffee. Coffee fee. Circle thing equals an ornament. Yes. I think it's the camo Moo Meister. I don't know what else. It says I have 12 rewards. So it's like I can get a tier 8 tank for 50% off, a tier 9, etc., etc. And then I can get a ton of free tiers 1 through 5. I'm going to use that. So it's like these are some rewards here. What is this thing? Oh, cool. It's a shitty badge. I don't want the shitty badge. Okay. Alright, guys. I'm going to call this stream here. I hope you enjoyed my new subscription and donation alert things. I'm going to keep them because I think they're hilarious. But, yeah, we'll call it for now. I might stream tomorrow. We'll see. I might also be hanging out with families, so. Yeah. Michigan is cold as hell. I believe it. Alright. Bye, guys.